Hello! Welcome back to another episode of Haha Bakes. Today I have a special guest. Can you guess who it is? This is Rosemary. Earlier this week, a good friend of mine, Jerable, dropped off some goodies, and this was one of the goodies that she dropped off. Some fresh rosemary from her garden. I decided that I'm going to try to propagate them and put them into a good use in a tasty recipe. Can you guess what the recipe is? Mrs. R and I will be making some rosemary focaccia bread. For this recipe, we will be using 1/2 cup of olive oil, 2 cloves of minced garlic, 2 tablespoons of fresh rosemary, 2 tablespoons of thyme, 1/4 tablespoon of pepper, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1/4 teaspoon of honey, 1 packet of yeast, 2½ cup flour, and of course 1 cup water. We'll do the yeast mix now. So it's 1 cup of water, 1 packet of the yeast mix, and 1/4 teaspoon of the honey. Give it a good little whirl, and we'll set this aside for about 5 minutes. In a medium saucepan, we'll go ahead and add the olive oil, the 2 minced cloves of garlic, the rosemary, and thyme. Salt and pepper. Give it a good whirl. Coming to a nice sizzle. Once the garlic starts browning, we can reduce heat and set the oil aside. So the yeast mixture is finally foamed, you can see. I'm gonna go ahead and mix 1 cup of the flour. So we'll go ahead and add the 1/4 cup of the oil that we made. Give it a nice little stir. So you got a good little mixture going. I'll go ahead and get the cutting board, grab some flour, cover it generously with some flour, knead it about 10 to 15 times. You got a nice little dough going. We'll go ahead and oil a bowl. We'll go ahead and put the flour in. We'll cover it with a warm, wet towel and let sit for about an hour. It's been about an hour, so what I'm going to do is preheat the oven to 450 degrees. While it's preheating, I'm going to transfer the dough into this plate. I'm going to go ahead and lay 2 generous teaspoons of the oil that we made earlier. Get it out evenly, and go ahead and use a toothpick and poke little holes. Now the oven's preheated, I'm going to go ahead and put this in for about 20 minutes. Ready? Hey, what are you doing there? Get out of here! Go ahead and add the remainder of the olive oil on top and give it a nice drizzle spread. Small spread. There you have it. Rosemary focaccia bread. Let's take a bite. Thank you for joining us. I'll see you later.